Well, good morning. I have a day off today. Um, Drinking my coffee. Tried sleeping in, but I can't sleep in. I'm so used to getting up that I tried. I just freaking could. I wake up, man. Yeah, I've been thinking. Um, like, we all talk about getting thick skin. And I guess the way to have thick skin is just to look at what you're doing and focus on improving for yourself and just thinking like that. It's like, hey, just focus on what I'm doing. I'm going to focus on improving just for myself. And then ignore all else. Whatever people are saying, whatever the managers are saying to you, in one ear, out the other. Because if you're just focusing on improving for yourself and that's it, well, then you're naturally going to get better and you're doing the right thing because you're focusing on just getting better for yourself. So then, if you just focus on that, then you don't have to lose focus and get distracted with all the shit that you can get distracted with the phone calls, the messages, and all this crazy shit that can just, it's just fodder for your mind to get resentful. So I guess that is the way, a concrete way of developing thick skin, where then you can just enjoy the job and not get distracted by shit that can just get inside your mind and make you resentful and try to lead you down the path of having a bad attitude. You know what I mean? Because there's so much that you can get focused on, that you can get pissed off about. You know what I mean? And if you just like ignore it all and just focus on, hey, focus on what you're doing, um, not what they're saying to you. You know, and then you don't have to worry about what the fuck they say, what the fuck they think, and yeah, just cover your ass, and then you don't have to worry about it, and then you don't have to get distracted by being angry about shit, and then have a happier life, and then have thicker skin. So I guess that would be the freaking, like, the concrete way of, like, how do you develop thick skin, is by just, like, yeah, becoming introverted that way, not worrying about anything else other than what your personal goal is. If your personal goal is to just try to get better, then you're gonna not have to worry about anything else. And then what they say doesn't matter. And I guess that's what I've learned this last couple of weeks. Getting resentful, because I'm I'm driving 3 hours a day to work, and it's a distraction. It leads the mind to, think about the money I'm losing, gas wise. I'm thinking, I'm like, Jesus, man, Joseph, you're spending a lot of money on gas. You're not making, you can't afford the gas. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to quit. You know, I'm not gonna. But yet, at the same time, sometimes logic. You know what I mean? It's just, life's not sometimes that easy. You know what I mean? If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Um, yeah, that's just something that you have to. Emotional decisions. Emotional decisions. But yeah. Just gonna focus. Looks like I'm gaining some fat on my face again. I have to get back on track with my diet. I've been fucking up in my diet, probably because of the emotional shit that I'm fucking thinking about. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna start counting calories again. Start eating healthier again. I've been eating chocolate every freaking day. I went from eating healthy to fucking, yeah. All I have to do is hit the reset button. Physically, though, I feel good. I'm walking the routes. Yeah, I double cased a route yesterday. I set up a pivot for everybody, and I cased my case, and the route that I do is the longest one that I did yesterday. I don't do it regularly, but it's one of the longer routes in the office and has probably the second most packages. So, and I got that done, and I got my piece done. Did pretty well. Yeah. Oops. So I did good. That's the reason why. You know, that's the reason. Ignore all else. I know I did pretty good. I got out of the office because of that. At 10:15, because this Route 11, it has a lot of freaking packages, so therefore, I mean, it takes a little longer to set up. The other one that I was doing, I was on that same route. I was out by 9. Freaking A, dude. Easy. Because it only has like 70 packages. So you can get out early. But for sure, even though, you know, I got it done because I set up my truck right. I had all the packages in order. So I didn't have to hunt for a package that whole day. So I did get out late, but I delivered everything. It was a heavy mail day because it's Monday. And yeah, I didn't have to hunt for a package. I didn't miss a single package because I had all my packages in a row. So it's worth it. So therefore, I didn't have to suffer so bad, and I got it all done. Over 170 packages done, and 5 trays of mail, you know. And I had to break off from the route because it has this pickup. The collection, and I happen to pick up at this mill, and it has to be back by 5. And I know the last section, which is a good section to have, but I know it's 2 hours, and I don't want to cut it close. So then I have to break off, go back to the office, and then go back. And that's 20 minutes. It's like, man, that's the thing. It's like, dang it. I'm losing that 20 minutes. But I got it done. So I got it done because you set up the truck in order. And then once you know the route, it's quicker. It's easier to set up the truck because then you know the loops. And so therefore, when it comes to setting up the truck in order, you can do it faster. So for those who are new and you're worried about time, once you know the route, you will know the loops or the relays, and it'll be quicker. It'll be quicker, and you'll get it. And therefore, it'll be faster. You'll set up the truck right. And then once you organize the truck, you know, where you have the packages all in order, as you go, and then it's faster. Then you're not worried, and then you're not backtracking. Because what I used to do is I might not have it all ordered like that, and I would look for the package, and then sure enough, I would miss one, because later on I'd find the package that was another one for that address. And so when I have the truck ordered, that doesn't happen, and so therefore I'm not missing packages. So then you're flowing, and you're smoother, and you're feeling better. You're not working in crisis mode, you know. You can just smoothly work, and you're not freaking. Yeah, it's better. And I use the load truck feature, because then at least I can look at the green check, and I'm like, huh, I know I have it because I see that green check, but I didn't. Holy crap, okay. So every once in a while, you know, even though I have it, you know, that saves you. It saves you from a backtrack, which then costs you your time, and then therefore you're more confident, and you're not spending all the time wondering what you have. So that'll make that's what has made me faster, because now I'm getting routes done faster than 6 hours now. It's so, and of course there's a piece every day. So yeah, that's something, you know. So therefore, I know that I've improved, and I know I'm doing well, so I don't have to worry about what the fuck they're saying. Sometimes it's just a bad matter of bad timing when you get new managers in, and you just happen to be on some routes that you don't know that well, and then you have a piece, and then you get perceived as being slow, and you make a mistake, and it leads you to think, like, yeah, man, because they think you're slow, that they're not going to forgive you for a mistake. But if you're viewed as a runner, they would have let that go. And, you know, it's like a distraction. You know what I mean? It's a distraction. It can really lead you to be distracted. It's a distraction for your mind. You got better things to think about than being pissed off because you think they're being unforgiving and petty. You see yourself as dedicating your time and effort, and you know, you expect a little bit of leniency once in a while, and then when you get, you know what I mean, then you get angry. You know what I'm saying? It's just a distraction. So that's my lesson. Don't worry about what they say. Just focus on what you're doing. What they do is what they do. Don't let comments get to you. You know, if you're just focused on doing what you're doing, and you can realize what you're doing, then you don't have to worry about anything else. And then you don't have to get distracted and fucking be thinking about bullshit. And then you can have a better work life, because the coworkers are pretty cool. It is a good job. Don't think yourself out of the job, I guess. If you don't have thick skin, you can think yourself right out of the job. And so therefore, stick it out. Find a way to have thicker skin, and just get into that, like, the Zen principle or something, you know what I mean? Just like, whoosh. Don't get tricked by Jedi mind tricks, because that's what they'll do. I mean, typically I do 30 packages an hour. I'm crazy. I keep track. And so I'm doing 30, 25 to 30. Nothing lower than 25. And I've had managers, talk to me about the district coming after you. It's just, I know that 25 to 30 an hour is good, so I don't have to worry about the fucking district. Nor should I give a shit. I know I'm not fucking around out there. I know that I'm freaking constantly working, so who cares what they think? You know what I mean? I know damn well I'm not lollygagging. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's thick skin. You know what you're doing, and you can focus on what you're doing, and you know what you're doing. If I was like taking breaks every hour fucking around, then I would know that I deserve it. But I know I'm not. So therefore, then I don't need to worry. You know what I'm saying? And I know that my numbers are 25 to 30, sometimes more per hour for delivering packages. And you know what I mean? So I don't have to worry. Just like, yeah, you focus on what you're doing. And you think about what you're doing. Then you don't need to rely on what other people are thinking about you. Because then it's just gonna fucking eat your mind, and you're gonna think yourself out of the job and probably regret it. You know what I mean? Just, it's the way it is. I'm not used to that kind of stuff, so it's harder for me to tolerate. Usually on a job, I'm not usually being kind of like accused of being lazy, and so it's difficult because I'm a prideful person. I mean, I don't think I'm conceited, but I have pride. And when you kind of see your identity as someone that puts effort forth, you're going to get angry when it comes to, yeah, you're going to be angry. So therefore, got to just develop thick skin by focusing on a way to think, and just focus on what you're doing and ignoring whatever other people are thinking. So that is it for today. I'm going to enjoy my day off and get back on my diet tomorrow. Can't be eating pizzas every freaking day and chocolate every day.